Today I will show you how to run an RPA tool, like an open source RPA tool, and that uses Selenium library to interact with a website, and then how to schedule it and from the controller and check the status of the task. In this example, I use the Robot Framework. Robot Framework is a tool that is mostly used for testing, but also it has capabilities for running RPA process. So the benefit of using Robot Framework is you don't need to be a developer to write tasks. You just write it like a plain English text, and it has some functions like a navigator page, click on an image or a button and fill some information, select something from the drop down, click on the buttons or something, and also it can wait for the responses. Like when you click on a send button, you can wait for a response from a web page, or you can wait a response, you can wait until a task is displayed on the screen. So let's go to the details about the example task I created, and afterwards we will see how we can run it from the controller. This is the task I created. I call it like a vehicle insurance. So this task has a name, so you can have multiple tasks like this, and these are the steps to execute this task. So here we have the keywords. So these keywords are the details of the steps. Like for example, in this one, it opens the browser. In this case, it opens the browser like a Chrome browser. And headless means, do you want to see the browser or not? In this case, I said that I want to see the browser. And if you say headless, it means that it will be hidden. And then it will open this web page. Then it will click on automotive and then fill some form, click on next. And then it will fill some other forms, click on next, something else. These are the insurance information, click on next. Then there's a select option, so it select the silver plan and click on next. And then it fill the email information about the customer. And then it clicks on send button, and after that it waits for a response from this website. So it should come a successful response from that website. So it is waiting for something. If we don't get a response, this task will fail here. Once we get it, we can able to log the information that returns from this information, and then we are waiting for a message like a sending email success, and then we click on OK. So at the end we close the browser. So let's launch it. I will say just run command here. So I said I give the information how to run it, so it knows when I say run. It will check if everything is ready, and then it will immediately run the task. It fills the form, send the email, put the email information, click on send, and it's waiting for the response. We got the response and everything is done, so it's completed. So here, if I go to the output folder, it creates an HTML file for me for each execution. So for this one, for example, I can see the steps here. If I want to see the details, like for example, when I click on and send step, for example, it fills this information here. It click on send, wait for the response. We got the response. I can also see how long did it take. I can see the status or the body of the response. And then I'm waiting for sending email success. So it waited for that one. And once we get it, we click on OK, and then we close the browser. So now let's see it how we can run from the controller. When you want to run it from the controller, so I created very simple Windows task that is running on the agent with the same agent that where we installed the system. So I'm running the same command on the same folder. So everything is same. Just one thing I changed. When I run the test, I was saying that headless false, which means it will show the browser. But when we run it from the controller, we don't need to see the browser. So I change it back to true, headless true. It will run everything in the background. So this will be faster. And if I do that, it will start executing. And I can follow the steps or follow the process and with the output. So it check everything. So the test is started. So it's here. It started. Still running. So it's completed. So I can see here the step, this one is passed, and there is one task and it passed. There's no failure, and I got the output also here. And you will see that this task is successfully completed. So it took about like 30 seconds, and then I can able to trigger them from the controller, and I can check the status of them from the controller.